Hey, how's it going? My name is Andrew Fitzgerald, and this is going to be my business management presentation to go along, of course, with my business paper. So for my paper and presentation, I wanted to go a little bit more outside the box. In searching of management issues, I kind of came to a stalemate. Maybe I was looking in the wrong spot, but I wanted to reflect my own personal issues, like stuff that I thought about when thinking about management. And I came across this article. It was called The Top 5 Trends of Business Management. And the real issue behind all this is what really makes a good manager? What can I do to become a business manager, a good business manager at that? What can I do to set myself apart in the coming years? Because of course, coming out of college, I'm going to be in this field. So let's take a deeper look. Let's dive into it, if you will, to the top 5 trends of business management. So it, of course, goes along with what makes a good business manager. So the first one is adaptive leadership. And it talks about being adaptive. So no matter what goes on in the world of business, whether it is good, whether it's bad, maybe it's in between, you need to be able to adapt to it. You need to be able to expect the unexpected, if you will. No matter what happens, you need to be able to adjust accordingly. And to be able to, maybe let's just say, heaven forbid, a natural disaster happens and something gets wiped out. Maybe it's an office building, God. And you need to figure out ways to adapt to those certain situations. What do you do? Going on through it, it's, when bad things happen, recognize and adapt to your surroundings. It also says the trends you find yourself in can either greaten or worsen your life depending on how you adapt. And the last little point here, it talks about, I put SEAL teams. In the article, it talks about how, for instance, SEAL Team 6 are so focused and they're able to adapt to any possible outcome of their current mission or situation. So nothing comes out of the blue to them. And if it does, they're able to recognize, they're able to adapt. And I think you can apply the same principles to the world of business, no matter what happens. The next step is emphasis on emotional intelligence. You'll see the points here, And this is so important to be able to control your emotions. We're human beings. At the end of the day, we're human. Emotions are all over the place. It's important to be able to control those same emotions because at the end of the day, we're running a business. The emotions shouldn't control every decision you make is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you need to separate the two. And also just knowing when to use your emotions, when to let them take over. Like I think of ethically. That requires a lot of emotion, knowing what is right, what is wrong. But if we're talking kind of away from ethics, when we're making financial decisions, sometimes it's best to look away from your emotions. So it says emotional intelligence helps you build stronger relationships, succeed at school, work, and helps you achieve your career and personal goals. That's from helpguide.org. I couldn't agree more. I think making those relationships is crucial for any businessman, any businesswoman too. Sets you apart, knowing when and where to use your emotions. That is true emotional intelligence. So that's a very important step to me. The next step is purpose-driven leadership. Whenever I've been taking business classes for a while now, and with every business, they have some sort of purpose, some mission statement. They have some sort of mission statement or some sort of, what's the word for it? Not promo. I'm thinking of the slogan. I think of slogan. They have some sort of slogan, some sentence, and in that sentence, it'll tell you exactly what what they intend to do really in their field. In anything you do, especially in business, make sure you have a purpose in it. Make sure there is a mission behind it. Maybe it's to help others. Maybe it's to raise money for certain charities, to help your certain field. Whatever the case may be, make sure there's a purpose behind every action you do. So that is a great step in my opinion. That's one I think even outside of business you should apply. Next is remote leadership skills. So in our day and age, even as I'm speaking to you right now, it's of course through technology. And so when becoming a good business manager, it's important to be able to have control no matter where you're at, to be able to reach out, to be able to communicate with whoever, wherever you need to be present at. I know email is extremely popular. I personally, I don't know if I put it yet, I put a group chat. See, where I work at a restaurant currently. We have a group chat of everybody, and we're able to communicate really quick, really easily with everybody. Maybe we need to give up a shift, maybe something goes on. It's so easy and fast to communicate with. And it's super important to me to be able to communicate efficiently and quickly with everybody. As a manager, probably the most important step, most important aspect, as I've done my research, is communication. Being able to communicate with your employees, your coworkers, your teammates, extremely important, especially in project management, especially in keeping your project in line. Very, very important to remotely, well, in person and remotely, be able to communicate efficiently. So, yes. So next is technology and data literacy. Kind of goes hand in hand with remote communication. So you're able to, if I can put the words together, to know how to use technology, to know how to use, whether it's Mac, Windows, whatever the case may be. And also, I know AI technology is hugely important these days. It's able to use these certain applications to benefit your project, your business, whatever the case may be. It says be up to date with the latest technology, AI technology, and technology is always growing too. It's important to stay in the game, if you will, stay relevant, know what's coming out, know what's going on, what can help you with your business, with your project, with your teammates. Maybe they release a certain application that helps with communication remotely. You need to stay in the loop of that, of course, but be up to date in technology. I found that to be really, really important. And that'll be it, you guys. So those are the 5 trends in business management. Like I said, not really a huge issue. Like I know there's not really necessarily an article for that, but I know for me personally, I wanted to dive deep into what makes a good manager. What can I do? What can I share with you to become a better business manager? So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.